Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Arindam Bag, and today our topic is crime and punishment. So, as you can see, that Crime and Punishment is a novel by the Russian author Fyodor Dostoevsky. So, it was first published in the literary journal The Russian Messenger in 12 monthly installments during 1866. So, this was the date it was published, and later it was published in a single volume, and it is the second of Dostoevsky's full length novels following his return from 10 years of exile in Siberia. So he was exiled in Siberia. That's interesting. Let us try to understand why Fyodor Dostoevsky was in Siberia, why it was like that. He was from Russia, no? So we will go to that one also. I will describe the life of Dostoevsky. First, let me give you the brief introduction or sort of brief information about Crime and Punishment. It is considered as one of the it is the first great novel of his mature period of writing. Oh, so there was a call. Sorry for that. Crime and Punishment is considered the first great novel of his mature period of writing, and it is often cited as one of the supreme achievements in literature. So, a lot of people consider this particular work as very important. You will get to know why it is considered in this manner, and what we have here. Who is the protagonist over here? Here we have a name, Rodion Raskolnikov. So, he is the protagonist, and he has been described as an ex-student in St. Petersburg, and he planned to kill an unscrupulous pawnbroker for money. Yep, here it is the description we have in here. So before the killing, Raskolnikov believes that with the money he could liberate himself from poverty and go on to perform great deeds. So from this description we can assume that he was in his financial condition was very poor, and he was fighting with it actually. And for that purpose, when all the options were unavailable for him, then he considered to do something very drastic. Here it is, killing. He opted for this. So, however, once it is done, he finds himself racked with confusion, paranoia, and disgust for what he has done. Yes, to commit a crime, to commit a crime, it's a bit easy. But to live with that, especially killing, to kill someone and to live with that, feeling that you killed someone, it's very difficult. And he still tries to justify and disintegrate completely as he struggles with guilt and horror. This is what happens because if he is a criminal, then he could never feel this one, the guilt, the horror, and the consequences. But from the conception of tragic hero, you understand, the tragic hero must have a fault within his character. He's not out and out a villain. Error of judgment, which will lead his downfall. But I will not say here he is a tragic hero. Rather, he is a person who has done something wrong, and he realizes that. A person with good heart will only realize that what wrong he did. A criminal will never think in this way. So we will describe you I will describe you the story, but before that I need to describe the life of Fyodor Dostoevsky. So let's move. So right now I'm in my flat, so please uh, please ignore any background noise there. So here it is, Fyodor Mikhailovich Dostoevsky. So it's a typical name actually, and it's very difficult to pronounce. It's a Russian name. Let me play it for you.
Fyodor Mikhailovich Dostoevsky.
Dostoevsky. Okay, so that's the name actually. So we'll say Fyodor Dostoevsky only. So he was born in 11th November 1821 and he passed away on 9th February 1881. So sometimes he has been transliterated as Dostoevsky. He was a Russian novelist, philosopher, short story writer, essayist, and journalist. And Dostoevsky's literary works normally explore the human psychology, and it also represents his novels often represents troubled political, social, and spiritual atmospheres of 19th century Russia. Yeah, previously before this, that one Pablo Neruda, uh, it was uh, it was not from England. Okay, so it was about Spain, and this one, that poetry was about Spain, but this one is from Russia. So that means the sphere of English literature, it has been expanded throughout the Europe and Russia also, and we can see that the situations of Russia, contemporary situation in the 19th century Russia, through the eyes of Dostoevsky has been described. And plus with it presents variety philosophical religious themes also. And his most acclaimed work is Crime and Punishment, The Idiot, Demons, The Brothers Karamazov. And if we try to understand how many novels he wrote, actually he wrote 12 novels and 4 novellas, 16 short stories. That's huge. 12 novels, 4 novellas, 16 short stories, and numerous other works also. Well, many things he has dealt with, and some of them, and some people consider him the greatest psychological novelist in world literature also. And his Notes from Underground, which was published in the year 1864, which has been considered as the first work of existentialist literature. He was born in Moscow. He is a Russian. He's born in Moscow, and he was introduced to literature at an early age. Fairy tales, legends, Russian and foreign authors. Mother died when he was only 15 in the year 1837, and he left the school to enter the Nikolaev Military Engineering Institute. So he graduated there and then briefly enjoyed a lavish lifestyle. He translated books to earn extra money. And in 1840s, he wrote his first novel, Poor Folk, and which gave him some name, and that's why he was able to gain access in Petersburg literary circles. But in 1849, things changed quickly. He was arrested, and why he was arrested? I told you I will discuss about it. Now he was arrested in the year 1849 by the Emperor Tsar of Russia. The Emperor of Russia has been described as Tsar. So the T is silent here. And why he was arrested? He was arrested because he was discussing about books which were banned by the Tsar. He was in that group, and he was sentenced to death. But at the last moment, his punishment was changed, and he was sent to 4 years in a Siberian prison camp. Let me tell you, that's a hell in this very earth. It can be, you can consider Siberia as the freezer of this world. It's so cold out there that they will anyone who is not accustomed to live in that place, they will die out of that cold. It's freezing there. We have some places over in Siachen where it's been said that the temperature can go down to minus 45 degrees centigrade. And you know already from your geography class that Russia's Varkhansk is one of the coldest place on the earth. The temperature can go down more than minus 50. So we can easily assume it's not plus 50, minus 50 I am talking about. So he was sent there, and then he was sent to compulsory military services while he was in exile, followed by 6 years of compulsory military service in exile. After the completion of that Siberian prison camp, 4 years, he was sent to compulsory military service for the next 6 years. 10 years. So, in the following years, Dostoevsky worked as a journalist, publishing, editing several magazines, his even own letter, writer's diary, collections, etc. He began to travel around Western Europe, and yes, the flaw of the character, he developed gambling addiction. And obviously, someone who is addicted to anything like this, gambling, drinking, eventually they will face financial hardship. No wonder he also faced the same thing. And there was a time he was begging for money, but eventually became one of the most widely read and highly regarded Russian writers. But still, his life was not very easy. Dostoevsky was influenced a wide variety of philosophers and authors, including Pushkin, Gogol, Augustine, Shakespeare, Dickens, Balzac, Lermontov, Hugo, Poe, Plato, Cervantes, Herzog, Kant, Belinsky, Hegel, Schiller, Soloviev, Bakunin, Sand, Hoffman, and Mickiewicz. Some of the names are known to me, some of them are not. Well, he was influenced by a wide variety of philosophers and authors. You can see the list is big, so he must be a good reader, obviously. And his writings were very popular beyond his native Russia, and his works were also translated, and many other writers, including Russians such as Alexander Solzhenitsyn and Anton Chekhov, philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, and Jean-Paul Sartre, and the emergence of existentialism and Freudianism. Things are very complicated. Terms are, not very tongue friendly, I must say. And you can see there is a hopping number of 170 languages. His books were translated more than 170 languages and served as the basis for many films. So that's interesting. 170 languages. That's a big achievement. So Dostoevsky's parents were part of noble family of Russian Orthodox Christians, and they root back to Tatar. So here we have the description. They have this. We have this childhood, youth. His mother died of tuberculosis, and his brother also, Mikhail. Um, he also attended Nikolaev Military Engineering Institute, which Dostoevsky himself attended, and there were many other things also. His first novel was Poor Folk in May 1845. Anyway, so he was sent to Siberian exile in between 1849 to 1854, and then he was released from prison in his first marriage. So next we have this second marriage. So two marriages in his life. So after this exile, he came back, and he was married. So he was married to Maria Dmitrievna. Okay, Russian names are difficult to pronounce. And then the second marriage was the first marriage was over. He met his second love, Polina Suslova, and married her in 1866. was there till 1871. He came back to Russia in the year 1871. And his last years were 1876 to 1881. He passed away on 25th January 1881. And some say he was assassinated by Tsar Alexander II. Tsar's secret police executed. They were looking for a terrorist in the next apartment of Dostoevsky. But Dostoevsky suffered a pulmonary hemorrhage, and that was fatal for him, and he died. So there are still some confusion about his death, but this is the information we can have here. He had some extramarital affairs also, political beliefs. You can go through wiki. Some of the informations are relevant to you, some of them are not. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it will be useful. In the next class, I will be describing crime and punishment. I will give you the character map and I will start describing the chapters. Thank you for watching this video.